Hello everyone, good morning to everyone. I hope you all are well, fit and fine, and totally engaged in your studies with full dedication and commitment. My dear friends, we are learning we are learning important phrasal verbs that are asked in your exams repeatedly. So, my dear friends, in this video, we are going to learn important phrasal verbs of make. Okay, make. Okay, my dear friends, so let's get started without wasting a second. So, my dear friends, first first one is make out. First one is make out. So, what means make out? So, make out means to understand something. Make out means to understand something. To understand something. To understand something. I couldn't make out. I couldn't make out. I couldn't make out what he said yesterday. What he said yesterday. I couldn't make out what he said yesterday. Okay, so make out means to understand something. Make out means to understand something. Okay, my dear friends. Second one is make off with. Make off with or make away with. Make away with. Okay, make off with and make away with. Make off with and make away with. Okay, make off with and make away with. So, my dear friends, the meaning of this phrasal verb is to steal something. To steal something and run away with it. And run away with it. To steal something and run away with it. Okay, to steal something and run away with it. Example, the thief had made off with or make away with. The thief had make off with all the belongings. Okay, all the belongings before the police arrived. Before the police arrived. Before the police arrived. Okay, so the thief had made off with or made away with all the belongings before the police arrived. Before the police arrived. Okay, dear. So this is the make off with and make away with. It means to steal something and run away with it. Next, third one is make up. Third one is make up. Make up have two meanings. Okay, make up. First one is to end a quarrel. To end a quarrel or fight, fight, or you can say to patch up, to patch up. The opposite of breakup is patch up or make up. And the second one is to invent a false story, to invent a false story, to invent a false story, to invent a false story. Okay, to invent a false story. Let's take an example. To end a quarrel or a fight or to patch up. So they made up, they made up with their quarrel, with their quarrel. They made up with their quarrel. Okay. To invent a false story. She made up, she made up, she made up, she made up some excuse, some excuse for being late, for being late. She made up some excuse for being late. Okay, so make up have two meanings. First one is to end a quarrel or patch up, and the second one is to make a false story, to make a story to deceive. Okay, my dear friends. Next one is for make up one's mind. Make up one's mind. Make up one's mind. Make up one's mind, my dear friends, to decide. To decide. To decide. She has made. She has made. She has made. She had made up. She had made up her mind. She had made up her mind to marry him. To marry him means she has decided to marry him. Okay, my dear friends, make up one's mind. Next, fifth phrasal verb is make up for. Make up for. Okay, make up for. Make up for means to compensate. To compensate. To compensate. To compensate. Okay, my dear friends, make up for. Make up for means to compensate. Example: he will make up for. He will make up for the loss. He will make up for the loss. He will make up for the loss. Okay, so make up for means to compensate, to fulfill something. Next word is make for. Make for, my dear friends, make for has two meanings. First one is to move towards a place. To move towards a place. And the second one is to cause things to happen. To cause things to happen. To cause things to happen. Okay, so my dear friends, make for has two meanings. First one is to move towards a place, and the second one is to make something happen. Example, let's talk about examples. First example is he made for the door. He made for the door. He made for the door means he moved towards the door. Okay. Second example is to cause something to happen. To cause something to happen. Okay. So to cause something to happen. So you can say his efforts made for a grand success. Made for a grand success. Okay, so his efforts made for a grand success. Okay, my dear friends. Next one is seventh one is make over. Seventh one is make over. Seventh one is make over. Make over means so make over have two meanings. It has also two meanings, first and second. Let's talk about first meaning. First meaning is renovate or to transform or to give a new look. To give a new look. And second one is to transfer the money or to transfer the property. To transfer the property legally. To transfer the property legally. So makeover has two meanings. First one is to renovate something, and second one is to transfer the property legally. Okay, my dear friends. Now we are going to take examples. So see the examples carefully. Example is he made over his house. He made over his house means he renovated his house. Second, he made over his property. Made over his property to his son. He made over his property to his son. Okay, my dear friends. Next one is make out of. Make out of means to create something from someone or something. To create something from something else. To create something from something else. Example, he made the chair out of wood. He made the chair out of wood. So made out of, he made the chair of wood. Okay, my dear friends. Next, make after. So what means make after? Make after means to change. Example, the police made after the thief. Okay, made after the thief, but but they couldn't catch him. They couldn't catch him. Okay, my dear friends. So make after means to change. Make after means to change. Okay. And the last phrasal verb is make into. Last phrasal verb is make into. What means make into? Make into means to change one thing into another. To change one thing into another. Okay, example, let's take an example. Okay, so example is this old bowl can be made into a plant pot. So this old bowl can be made into a plant pot. So make into means to change one thing into another. Okay, my dear friends. So my dear friends, 10 important phrasal verbs are mentioned here. So let's revise once quickly. So first we learned make out. Make out means to understand something. Then we learned make off with, and make away with means to steal something and run away. Make up means make up has two meanings. First one is patch up and second one is to invent a false story. Okay. Then we learned make up one's mind means to decide something. Make up for means to compensate. Make for have two meanings. First one is to move towards a place, and the second one is to cause something happen, to make something to happen. Makeover means makeover also has two meanings. First one is to transform something, to renovate something, and second one is to transfer the property legally. Make out of means to be made of something. Okay. Make after means change, and the last one is make into, to transfer one thing into another. Okay, my dear friends. So I hope you have you have written all the phrasal verbs in your notebook and you will revise it. Okay, my dear friends. So we will meet in the next video. Thank you very much.